Welcome back to the AUSPACK Files, recorded live from the AUSPACK 2022 exhibition floor. Lindy, third one's the charm. You're in for yet another recording session.
I am, and it's like we can't stop. And I'm so pleased that it's still so popular. We've got a few short hours to go, and I've just bumped into John Shipley from PKN Packaging in the UK, who also represents the ANZ market here. John, what brings you to AUSPACK?
Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Grant. It's actually really a great pleasure to meet you at last because we hadn't met before.
No, except via Zoom.
A bit like everybody else, they wouldn't let me in the country for the last couple of years. So I've been really catching up with a lot of people that I haven't seen since 2019. Customers, prospects, networks. And it's been really great to be talking to people face to face again.
And have you bumped into a lot of them at AUSPACK?
Yes, thankfully, because there is a shortage of hire cars and the prices have gone up. I've been using Uber, and most people have thankfully come from the suburbs and met me here, rather than me having to travel crisscross across Melbourne City, which is nice. So much appreciated.
And at the same time, you've had a chance to look around the show floor. What have been your impressions?
Yeah, so it's a nice show. It's one huge room. It's very doable in a day or so. I mean, I've been here all week, but thankfully I've had a lot of meetings and lots of things to do. I think to me, it's just generally just catching up with a lot of people I already know. Not a great deal that I was necessarily looking for, particularly in terms of machinery and things like that. But it's been great to reconnect with those that I've missed for the last couple of years.
Well, and with KM Packaging, how is the business tracking, and what are you here for?
Yeah, so in actual fact, during the lockdown 2 years, we've actually had our record years as a business, which has been wonderful. It's also been testament to the team back at KM, working from home, and now we're back in the office again. But yeah, now it's about trying to re-establish where we are and push on from here. And as you featured in the magazine, a few articles and a few things that we've been on, resealable lidding. We're also debating and lobbying with APCO and the Red Cycle debate as well, which affects the industry, particularly in tray seal lidding, which we're into, peelable lidding films. And you can do that from a distance, but there's nothing quite like talking to people face to face about it as well.
And are you here recruiting some staff as well?
We are actually, yes. So I've been with KM for 6 years now, and we've managed to grow our business relatively sort of well. We've got to the stage now where we really need some boots on the ground. So I've put aside some time this week, and also I'm going to Perth, Queensland, and New South Wales on this trip, and interviewing a few potential candidates that might be able to come and join the KM team.
And what are the roles?
So it'll be market manager, business manager for the business. So effectively do what I've been doing from a distance, locally, managing all of the existing businesses, but also trying to drive through new acquisition. And it's a really exciting role, I think, for somebody that's entrepreneurial and a lot of freedom.
And where would they be based?
They could be based anywhere. I mean,
of course. Now in the new post-COVID world,
they'll be closer than me.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, mainly I think most people tend to be commercially in Victoria or New South Wales. But, I think that's just from a central or convenience perspective. And I think that's where people tend to be based. But yeah, I've open mind on that one.
And give me one example of one of your latest innovations that have come to market here.
Yeah, so just recently we've just launched a resealable, peelable lidding film for strawberry pack, 250 gram APET tray with a printed macro perf peelable lidding film, which has been really, really nice to get over the line. And we're looking to see, if we can roll that out further with other customers here.
That was a New Zealand berry company, is that
It
correct?
was actually, yes, you're right. Yeah, just north of
it's all coming
Auckland.
back to me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, John, thanks for stopping by. It's been great to have you on the podcast, and we look forward to tracking further KM Packaging developments.
Yeah, thank you for your support as well. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cool. Thanks, John. Thanks, Lindy. And folks, we may get another couple of segments out later today as we run down towards the end of day 4 and the final day of AUSPACK 2022. But You've been listening to the AUSPACK Files live from the exhibition floor. We'll be back soon with another discussion, so stay tuned to this channel.